There has just been a lot going on recently with Star Wars between The Mandalorian Season 2 ending and Lucasfilm employees going on the attack against fans who really just care about the franchise and love the characters within it. And we even heard a rumor recently that Lucasfilm employees are livid that Luke Skywalker is back in The Mandalorian, and apparently they are trying to find ways to get him out of the franchise and for everyone to forget about him. So, if you don't know, Pablo Hidalgo, who is a Lucasfilms employee, had recently attacked Star Wars Theory for getting emotional about Luke Skywalker's return in The Mandalorian Season 2 by basically saying, keep your emotions to yourself, nobody cares. But when Pablo Hidalgo attacked Star Wars Theory, I don't really think that he realized the shitstorm he's started, because it appears that Mark Hamill has now taken a side, and he's definitely not siding with Lucasfilms and Pablo Hidalgo. So this is the tweet that Mark Hamill put out. Sometimes the greatest gifts are the most unexpected and something you never realized you wanted until it was given. Now, of course, Mark Hamill is going to speak up about how he's happy to see the character he plays return in new shows and movies. It's important to him. He's played Luke Skywalker for a big portion of his life now, so of course he genuinely cares about the character and also the franchise. But we all know that Mark Hamill's been very vocal about how much he dislikes the people running Lucasfilms and Disney, so it comes to no one's surprise that he's made a bit of a jab at the situation. Plus, Pablo Hidalgo and other Lucasfilms employees attacking and belittling fans isn't going to be good for their image either. So there's just a lot of negative going on for Disney and Lucasfilms right now. But unfortunately for them, it's their own doing. They were the ones, the high-ups were the ones picking these employees, picking the people to represent their brands and also their franchises. And well, it's coming back to bite them in the ass now. So the hashtag thank you John and Dave has been trending on social media for almost a full day now, ever since Mark Hamill put up this tweet, and people are so happy that Luke Skywalker is back. And then also Mark Hamill seems to be kind of defending Star Wars fans and just the franchise in general, because we see too often actors and actresses who don't care about the characters they play and the fandom behind, the franchises for the characters that they play. And Mark Hamill is one of those actors that does genuinely seem to care about his character and care about the people who have loved his character for some people most of their lives. So I wanted to go to the comments first. Someone said, now that is the Luke Skywalker that I know. When I saw this moment in The Mandalorian, I was so freaking excited because I personally thought we weren't ever going to really see Luke Skywalker again. We've known for a while that Lucasfilm's employees and Kathleen Kennedy have wanted to kind of erase the importance of Luke Skywalker. So to see him back was just so exciting, and it gave me a lot of hope for Star Wars and the future of the franchise. Someone said something I completely agree with. So glad that I could finally rid this memory from my brain. Someone said, need a Luke Skywalker and Grogu limited series ASAP. I completely agree with this. I think that it would be super interesting to see Luke Skywalker and Grogu and what they would be doing, on Baby Yoda's kind of journey to using the Force and training himself in the Force. And someone, of course, said directed by Ruin Johnson, LOL JK. They better mean LOL JK, because they could have just given Kathleen Kennedy a really good idea for a limited series, and of course a director for the limited series, because we know how much the people at Lucasfilms love Rian Johnson for some freaking reason. Probably just because, he pissed so many fans off, and for some reason Lucasfilm employees love when the fans get all upset with them. So continuing on, someone said, this was such an amazing moment. When you first appeared, my son grabbed my hand and said, is that? And I whispered, the greatest Jedi that ever lived. It is such good storytelling to see returning characters, and especially such important returning characters. Now, I could go on and on reading these tweets because there are so many people who are overjoyed to see Luke Skywalker back in The Mandalorian, but I just wanted to show you all some of the headlines about Luke's return. So, of course, it says Star Wars fans thank Mark Hamill for saving 2020. 2020's been one hell of a year for a lot of people, so to see it end off with one of our favorite characters returning in a show was definitely a great way to end it. But people are saying he's saving 2020. And another article title is Luke Skywalker was the right choice for the Mandalorian's big reveal. And obviously, as a fan of Star Wars, I agree with this. You probably agree with this. But we've known for some time that Lucasfilm employees and Disney and Kathleen Kennedy have wanted to kind of erase the importance of any straight white men in Star Wars. They've tried a bunch of times now to make us forget about the Lukes and the Han Solos of the franchise by replacing them with Reys and Kylos, yet it's completely backfired. Nobody likes these characters. These people running these companies need to realize that they can't make us forget about amazing characters who have meant so much to us over the years, and unfortunately, the characters written now are 90% garbage. They're just not memorable, not honorable, and just simply not good. So, of course, Mark Hamill is going to, thank John and Dave. Kathleen Kennedy and her activists have done nada but trash him and his characters for years. So, of course, he's going to be on their side and thank them, and I do too. I think that The Mandalorian and The Mandalorian, of course, season 2, both seasons were really good, and I'm glad that there are still writers and directors who care about these characters as much as we do. But let everyone know your thoughts in the comments section down below. I bet Kathleen Kennedy isn't too happy right now seeing hashtag thank you John and Dave trend consistently since Mark Hamill made this tweet, just because of how much people love Mark Hamill and Luke Skywalker. But if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like and share it. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.